Hello folks, this has gone Spy, the Spy, and we're coming to you live for Ultimate Alliance. I apologize, I've noticed I've been told by my partner, my new manager partner, that the last video that he has been shown has noticed that the camera from the last video has been tilted sideways, tilted a little bit to the left. So hopefully I was able to fix that problem. I apologize that the last video was that the camera show was in the wrong, so sort of in the wrong place. So anyways, we're coming back to you live back at Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. Right now we're taking about 10 for a review from what we have learned from Murder World and from what Professor Xavier or Black Widow or Nick Fury has come up with. So right now we're just taking a couple of minute breaks before we had to go out and get the plan together to rescue Nightcrawler from Mephisto's realm. Yeah, I would say more about that guy, but I think the other support team will say much more better than I can. So let's move into this point. First, let's switch.
Storm. Moon Knight. The Human Torch. Colossus.
Let's check on our status and see if I got the reputation bar to be up. It's still got a long ways to go, but if it does get reached to the bar, I'm going to see if I can purchase this one. It definitely seems to be something that we're going to be needing in the future, definitely. So, yeah, that's pretty much it about what we got so far.
Time for some fun stuff.
Now let's get some intel of what our team has gathered from our last mission and what we need to be expected in Mephisto's room.
That was a nice job in Murder World. We turned a potential disaster into a successful mission.
Thanks, Colonel Fury. It was hectic being there. Why wouldn't the Masters of Evil attempt to go into Mephisto's realm?
I don't know. It makes no sense. Mephisto and Doom have been enemies a long time.
Why are they enemies? Not that I'm complaining about that.
For years, on every Midsummer's Eve, Dr. Doom attempted to invade Mephisto's realm and retrieve his mother.
He made attempts to try to resurrect his dead mother. So why is Doom's mother is in Mephisto's realm?
When Doom was very young, his mother made a pact with Mephisto. She promised her astral spirit in return for the power to destroy a baron who was impoverishing her people.
And the deal didn't go as planned as well as Mephisto's deals?
Right. She couldn't control the power and wound up killing almost everyone in her village. She died shortly after and became a prisoner of Mephisto.
Was she ever freed?
Yes. Oddly enough, Dr. Doom and Dr. Strange teamed up and went to Mephisto's realm. Together, they freed Cynthia Von Doom.
And I take it that having the mother of the child doesn't make things easy for Dr. Doom. Is this why the Tome of Asarius that was taken from Atlantis is for this purpose?
Without a doubt. The Tome of Asarius listed the coordinates of Mephisto's realm. With that information, Doom could properly attune Nightcrawler's teleportation portal.
I see. So this is the reason why Loki impersonating Mandarin will go that much trouble to have the Tome of Sirius to be taken from Atlantis while we were solving its issues. It was all to get the information of the location to Mephisto's realm. See? Thank you, Corner Fury.
Anytime.
No problem.
This next mission is going to be your most difficult yet. Mephisto's realm is not a place people visit willingly, but to save Nightcrawler's life, and to find out what the Masters of Evil are doing. It is where you must go.
Don't worry, we will save Nightcrawler, or die trying. What is Mephisto's realm? What do we know about it?
It is an alternate dimension, filled with all types of nightmarish creatures. And in this land, Mephisto reigns supreme. He watches over the astral energy of people he has duped into making deals with him.
Right. So Mephisto makes deals for astral energies?
Yes. For Mephisto, there is no greater joy than ensnaring a good person in a bad bargain.
How do you mean?
Take Ghost Rider, for instance. He was willing to exchange his astral spirit with Mephisto in return for saving his stepfather from cancer. Mephisto then allowed the stepfather to die in a motorcycle accident.
Right, and then Mephisto also stole the memories of Johnny and making sure that he doesn't remember about his loved ones or his friends or his girlfriend. Who else could we meet there in Mephisto's realm?
No one good, I can assure you. There is the vampire goddess Lilith, and Zarathos, the entity that had been a part of Ghost Rider.
Seriously? Jesus.
But perhaps worst of all is Blackheart, the son of Mephisto. Count yourself lucky if you are able to avoid him.
Right. Blackheart is the guy that Ghost Rider's first villain that Blackheart tried to kill Ghost Rider's girlfriend to get at him because his father wants him dead and wants Ghost Rider to do it for himself. Thanks, Blackwell.
You are quite welcome.
Of course.
Greetings.
Hello, Professor Xavier.
I apologize for not giving you my full attention. Using Cerebro to locate Nightcrawler requires a great deal of effort.
Have you had any luck in finding him?
Yes, he's definitely in Mephisto's realm. I've even managed a small amount of communication with him.
Really? How is Nightcrawler? Is he okay? Is he well? What's happening to him?
It seems the mutant amplifier is causing him a great deal of pain.
Can he teleport back to our dimension on his own?
I'm afraid not. Generating a portal to Mephisto's realm has far exceeded Kurt's abilities. He's no longer able to teleport at all.
This is the reason why the mutant amplifier was stolen from the Omega base. But because Kurt's own abilities wouldn't be strong enough to go to Mephisto's realm, but if added a boost from the mutant amplifier, he could actually teleport it to anywhere, even to Mephisto's realm. Because the mutant amplifier is no longer boosting his abilities, Kurt's not going to be able to get out of there on his own. Is Nightcrawler in danger?
Yes. He believes the Masters of Evil are intent on stranding him in Mephisto's realm once their business is concluded.
What business?
But there is currently a far more pressing danger. A creature named Blackheart is stalking Kurt.
Blackheart? Okay, thank you for this information, Xavier.
You're quite welcome.
Sure.
Hi, what can I do for you?
What do you know about the mutant amplifier, Hank?
It was built by S.H.I.E.L.D. to analyze mutant DNA and augment whatever innate powers a mutant has. But the amplifier never got past the testing phase because of the side effects.
What kind of side effects?
The device was so powerful, it had a way of burning out test subjects. Any mutant that used it usually wound up in the hospital for a couple of weeks.
Jeez. Thanks, Hank.
You know me. I'm just here to help.
Hello and welcome back from Murder World. Do you require information?
Yes, we do. Who is Mephisto?
Despite his appearance, he is not truly a demon. He is most likely a shapeshifter, or very skilled in casting spells that change his appearance.
But he's powerful.
In his own dimension, he is practically invulnerable, and he commands a great number of powerful entities such as Blackheart and Zarathos to do his bidding.
Then this will be harder than I thought if we're going to go on this mission. Who is Blackheart?
Though he is called Mephisto's son, Blackheart was created out of negative energy. This energy was generated by violent crimes that occurred in the same spot over a period of centuries. Mephisto decided such a violent creature would make an excellent protege. He took Blackheart under his wing and began to school him in the fine art of corrupting innocent souls.
And this is why the sons of the Father exist today. Who is Zarathos?
He is a vile creature who would consume the astral energy of his victims. His power grew to such a point that he drew Mephisto's attention. The two battled, and Mephisto won.
So Zarathos is an unwilling servant?
Yes, so much so that Mephisto sent him to Earth and bound him to different humans. Eventually, Zarathos was bound to Johnny Blaze, and thus was the birth of Ghost Rider.
I see. So that's how Johnny is able to become Ghost Rider? I thought it was only just a deal that it took. Vision, do you still have that security module?
The one for accessing SHIELD data? Yes, I still have it.
Could you give it to us?
I suppose there's no harm in that.
Thanks, Vision.
Come back anytime.
Just the man I was looking for.
I apologize that the Orb of Teleportation sent you to Murder World. I should have foreseen Baron Mordo's treachery.
It's not your fault, Long. Besides that little side trip, it worked to our advantage just as well.
Perhaps. I find that I must ask a favor of you.
Anything, Long. Just name it.
While you are in Mephisto's realm, if you should locate the Eye of the Shadow Queen, would you bring it to me?
Sure, we can do that. Will the orb of teleportation work correctly this time?
Rest assured that the orb will now take you to the proper destination.
What did you have to do to make it fix?
The spells required to counteract Baron Mordo's magic were quite difficult. I found it to be an intriguing test of my skills.
What was the evil that Clea has been sensing near the Sanctum Sanctorum? She's been mentioning something about dark magic afoot.
That was a spell Baron Mordo had cast to disrupt the Orb of Teleportation. It was designed to activate immediately after anyone used the orb.
Oh, so that's why we were teleported to Murder World rather than Doom's castle?
Correct. It is a testament to Mordo's skill that he was able to cloak the spell's true function from Clea and Dr. Strange.
What is the Eye of the Shadow Queen?
It is a talisman of value to no one but me. The bauble serves as a reminder of a creature who caused me a great deal of turmoil.
What did the Shadow Queen do to you?
She had me abducted and taken to her dimension. It required the combined might of Dr. Strange and myself to destroy her.
Thanks, Wong.
It is a pleasure to be of service.
No problem.
Who is it that disturbs my meditation? I see my student, Dr. Strange, has allied himself with an impressive group of individuals.
You're the ancient one, Dr. Strange's teacher, which we already had this discussion before.
Correct. And no doubt, there must be
Well,
grave
thank you.
danger.
We've already had this discussion from the couple of videos ago before we went to Murder World.
Yes.
let's go upstairs to talking with the rest of the group.
Hey, congratulate me! I managed to hack into the SHIELD database and get more info.
So, it worked out. Congratulations, Weasel. Now tell us what you found out.
I found out that SHIELD's think tank, the Imperium, is working on something called Project Warlord.
What's that?
I'm not sure, but I've got bigger problems. SHIELD's hot on my trail and I gotta hide. There's only two places I figure I can go. The Baxter Building or the X-Mansion. Ask Pym which one would be safer.
So you need a place to hide? Okay then. We'll ask either we'll go ask Dr. Hangpin. But for now.
Hello, what's new?
Aren't you Matthew Murdoch?
I guess since we're all superheroes here, I can talk about it. Yes, I'm Matthew Murdoch, the trial lawyer.
And wasn't your partner Foggy Nelson almost killed by Elektra?
It's a little more complicated than that. The Kingpin hired Elektra to assassinate Foggy, but she stopped once she realized who he was. It was a big turning point in her life.
How did you go by the name of Daredevil?
That started when I was a kid in grade school. The bullies called me that because I was such a bookworm. I think they were trying to be ironic.
Wait, you were a bookworm?
Yeah, my father was adamant that I study as hard as possible. He didn't want me to become a boxer like he was.
Your father was a boxer?
Yep, Battling Jack Murdoch was his name. A good fighter who was maybe a little too proud. His manager killed him for not throwing a fight.
Why didn't he throw the fight?
It was because of me. I was in the audience, and I know he couldn't bear to lose in front of me.
Okay, thanks for the information, Daredevil.
Sure thing.
Why not?
Hello. It's good to see you. Do you need something?
You work for S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Well, I used to work for Hydra, but when they sent me out to kill Nick Fury, I figured out I was working for the wrong team.
And you went to work for S.H.I.E.L.D. instead?
Not quite. I went off on my own and played superhero in San Francisco. Then I died, and that put a damper on things.
What happened when you died?
Dr. Strange was brought in. He saved me, but because of the spells he cast, I lost my powers. I was completely normal.
What did you do to get them back?
I became a private eye for a while, but then Hydra came around and offered to restore my powers.
Did you accept Hydra's offer to restore your powers? I mean, that's probably why you still have them right now.
Of course I did. I was nothing without my powers. But once I got them back, Hydra forced me to join S.H.I.E.L.D. as a double agent, or they would have taken my powers away again.
You spied on S.H.I.E.L.D. for Hydra?
No, not really. The joke was on Hydra. I was working for Colonel Fury all along.
Thanks, Spider-Woman.
My pleasure.
You're quite evil, you know that.
Sure.
And I mean that.
Okay, by me. Yeah, I gotta say, Mephisto's realm is not on the top of my must-see vacation spots.
Why are you nervous about traveling to Mephisto's realm?
Let's think about this, shall we? I'm Iceman, and that's Lava World. Not exactly a winning combination in my book.
Whoa, why are you getting so worked out, Bobby?
Sorry, I guess I'm afraid I might become a head case in a place like that.
What do you mean you could become a head case?
Well, there have been times I've lost my powers because I got scared and just turned them off. In this process, all my power problems are in my head.
How would Emma Frost know something about that?
Well, she must know something. One time she took control of my powers and used them at a whole new level. I've never been able to match what she did.
Thanks for the information, Iceman. But we're probably going to be needing your help in Mephisto's realm.
If you need anything else, I'll just be here chilling. Right.
I would warn you, Mephisto's realm is a vile dimension. Few that have traveled there ever return to tell the tale.
Our own Dr. Strange, the mightiest sorcerer on Earth, barely escaped that fiery land with his life.
Doctor Strange has been to Mephisto's realm before?
Yes. Years ago, Stephen traveled there to aid Dr. Doom.
Why would Doctor Strange aid someone like Doctor Doom?
In a Vishanti contest to choose the next supreme sorcerer of Earth, Dr. Doom came in second to Doctor Strange. According to the rules of the competition, the runner-up is allowed to ask one favor of the winner.
Who are the Vishanti?
They are Agamotto, Hoggoth, and Ashtor, a mystical trinity who appoint one sorcerer to protect this universe from evil.
Why don't they protect the universe?
Little is known of the Vishanti. Other than choosing a new sorcerer supreme, they rarely show interest in your cosmos.
I guess we're fortunate then. Thank you for the information, Clea.
You're welcome, human.
Alright folks, we're going to come to a stopping point right here. So this is Has Gone to Spy, the Spy, sign off. We'll be right back after these messages.